Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content on this channel as of late. Excuse me if I am shirtless at the moment. It's just a little bit late at night and I just want to get this video done before, I lose all my thoughts on the film. And that film being Cha-Cha Real Smooth. Now, uh, funny enough, I actually could have seen this movie a long time ago, because I actually was Sundance, uh, virtually, um, and I saw a couple of films there. Um, saw like After Yang, which is a really good piece. Resurrection, which should be coming out in like August or September. Check it out. Rebecca Hall just kills it in that movie. And then a movie called Blood, which I thought was pretty nice. It really just keeps sitting with me throughout this year for some reason. It's not particularly great, but but it but it's really sat with me for a while. And Cha Cha Real Smooth was also there as well at that festival, and I believe it won a few things. Not that it matters, but I believe that it won a few things there. Um, and I didn't know anything about it. All I knew is that it was about some dude fresh out of college, and that was pretty much it. So I went into it pretty blind, and uh, what I got was something fairly interesting, but does have a few issues. For a start, comedies in general for me are very hard for me to get invested into from a humor standpoint. Um, I'm not the type of guy who likes comedies that are upfront with their humor. That are making it like well known to the viewer that, oh, we're trying to be funny right now. Um, I don't know. It doesn't really get me a lot of times. I like when it's just natural. It just happens. Um, and I feel like it's just trying to do that kind of idea here, where it's just trying to be upfront with you, and I'm not really jiving with that sort of thing. Um, I also found the editing to be the weak point, really. I feel like that's what kind of killed it for me. Um, it's trying to do a lot of, um, it like kind of jumps into scenes a lot. There's not a lot of room for certain things. It just kind of jumps in. And I get it, it's trying to resonate a certain kind of tone, a certain kind of atmosphere, especially with this idea of like youth and the importance of it, and this rush, um, or how in youth life just kind of goes really fast, and in adulthood it's things are a lot more slower and things are a lot more patient, and they're trying to translate that through the editing. And from a thematic standpoint, I feel that that's interesting, but from just quality, from how it works within this particular story, I just feel like it takes away a lot, and it becomes a bit distracting in my opinion. Um, I want to talk about Cooper for a minute. I have the movie on my screen, so that's why I'm able to see who starred in it. But Cooper, oh gosh, Ryaif, I think that's how you say his last name. He also directed the film. He was a hit or miss for me when it came to acting. When he was paired up with Dakota, that absolutely worked for me. I think that the chemistry between him and Dakota is the standout for me. I think that they just rocked together. They're very intensely investing. I think that's the best phrase that I can use for it, because anytime they're on screen, you are just completely interested in what's going on, and very captivated by those two performances. Um, when you remove him from that, though, and you put him with, like, because he hangs out with a lot of kids and other adult figures, it comes across a bit, a bit odd, because I feel like his energy level is not the best suited for those scenes. I feel like he should have been a little bit more higher up with energy. With Dakota, it feels appropriate because Dakota's kind of rocking the same energy as well. She has that kind of energy level as well. But I feel like in a lot of other scenes, he should have been a lot more energetic and a lot more passionate, because it came across kind of, I wouldn't say half baked, but it just didn't feel appropriate in a lot of scenes. It felt very appropriate for Dakota when he was talking to Dakota a lot of times, but outside of that, it felt a little weird. Um, I think that it's directed well. Like it's definitely having fun with itself. Um, and I'm not sure if I love the how the story concludes. I feel like that was um, it makes me hate Dakota's character a lot because it comes across as like it feels kind of pointless in terms of our investment into Dakota and Cooper. And I know they're trying to ring in a certain message, but it doesn't feel right, especially when you have such intense chemistry that these two have. Um, for the choice that they made with the ending, like I just feel like it's not right. And it doesn't feel like it's trying to be about a story of youth. For a lot of times, it felt like a hopeless romantic. You know, I felt that that's what Cooper's character in many aspects represented was this hopeless romantic, this lost soul. Um, and I thought that that's the angle that they were going to take with it. Um, but instead, they're trying to portray this idea of again of youth and really cherishing it, and you know, uh, Cooper wanting to very badly want to be an adult. But I feel like that those are just background elements, and the true elements are, as I addressed, being a lost soul, and um, him being this being so desperate for love, or that connection with somebody. And the movie at the end just undermines that, and I don't feel that was appropriate for this particular story. Um, so I also feel like just the way it approaches its humor, like did Judd Apatow at one point was going to direct this, because it really feels like an Apatow type of feel in some respects. Um, but it's occasionally moving. Like at times, I was again with Dakota and Cooper, their chemistry together. A lot of times, I was being very invested by that. Um, it's very charming. The atmosphere it possesses, just the nature, its sensibilities. They come off really compelling. Um, I will say though, I am not sure how I feel about the representation. I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, um, but I'm not sure about its representations of autism. I have a brother who deals with that, and I have a very different experience. So if it is an appropriate representation, okay. But from my own experience, that's not what I personally have seen. But again, there's many different uh, many different uh, forms and different uh, different representations and all that. It's not just one central idea. Um, you know, Everyone has their own way of dealing with it and their own way of showing it. It's just So I get it if it is an accurate representation, but for me personally, with my own experiences with dealing with it through my brother, I have a very very different experience with that. Um, but beyond that, I wasn't offended or anything. I don't know. I I don't know. I have my own experience with it, and that's not necessarily what I have seen. So, but that's just me, and that's just my own experience with it. Could be appropriate. I don't know, but yeah. But um, but but yeah, it's like I said, it's occasionally moving. It's very charming. And the chemistry is just on fire with Dakota and Cooper. But like I said, I feel like the editing and just the choices of where it chooses to end, I feel just kind of eh. And Cooper is a bit of a hit or miss with he's a very he's the type of performer, or at least within this movie, he works with one particular person and in one particular circumstance. Outside of that, it's just so. Um, so it's good. I wouldn't say it's great, um, because like I said, I'm not the humor in it didn't really work for me. Um, but uh, but I was occasionally moved by it. I was pretty charmed by it. and I really love the chemistry between these two. But it's fine. It's fine, and I feel like a lot of people might actually really like this um, because it explores a lot of ideas about being in your 20s and all this stuff, um, and I feel like it could be really I feel like this could be a really um, popular film this year. It could be because of just the ideas at play here. So, but yeah, it's good. I wouldn't say it's great, but it it works enough. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Cha Cha Real Smooth. So if you guys saw it, you guys let me know. And yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back to doing more first impressions videos pretty soon. My mom finally tested negative, so we'll see what the future holds. But I had a chance to see this movie, so I just figured to put this video up. So, but that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the future, hopefully pretty soon. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.